The youth are ready. The NYDA is a credible, capable activist development agency responsible for the plight of South Africa's youth and has been in action since 2009. The NYDA has been planting seeds of potential growth to mainstream youth issues into society and facilitate youth development with all society through integrity and honesty, excellence, respect and humility, professionalism, accessibility to all youth in diversity. We've come a long way, but our vision is so much bigger.
NYDA is part of something called a bigger government, and that anybody walking into an NYDA office, even if they may not be able to access an NYDA product or service, we should be able to give them access to a government service.
We do have a number of programs that we offer. So young people would come in and say, we need funding to start our own businesses. That's where we come in and assist them. However, what they need to do is they need to go through our entrepreneurship training first so that we can guide them, so that when they get the money, they're able then to spend it effectively. And then what we fund is mainly the equipment, we fund material, we fund stock.
I received business management training from NYDA for 5 days. Basically, they were grooming me how to open a business, how to run a business, how to deal with clients, and how to make sure that my books are always on point. But that 5 days actually helped me to understand what business is, what managements do I need to do inside my business. So it basically helped me a lot. I think it's best if we all receive the business training before we can receive the grant, because there's no use running a business without any business background. If I didn't receive that training, I don't think I'd be where I am right now because I didn't know anything about business. Obviously, now I have all the basic steps that I need to follow so that my business can be successful.
I found out about NYDA many years ago. It was door-to-door, just a walk-in and actually finding out what the NYDA does. Market linkages, well, I'd say it's a program that expands on business that you're currently doing with whatever institution it is. So for example, let's say I'm in the space of mining, so market linkages would expand the revenue that I'm making from that particular client.
So the first thing that NYDA assisted me with was entrepreneurship training. I had to go and market the business, especially my main target was the mine because there's a skills gap within the mining industry, and then according to DMR's requirements, the mine has to do like SLP projects. So we wanted to be directly involved in that in terms of making sure that our communities are developed. Then because they would have this challenge that we cannot employ the people locally because they don't have the skill.
A business is not only focused on the skill or the core of the business, there's multiple support areas.
The Skills Development Program is a program of the NYDA that seeks to assist young people to get into the employment market or who are unable to raise funds for themselves to start their own practices or to start their own businesses.
And the truth of the matter is that 80% of young people in South Africa just want to be able to find a job. Yeah? They want the security that comes with employment. They want the social mobility that comes with employment. So as much as we follow a youth entrepreneurship pathway, we recognize that young people are not homogeneous in nature. Therefore, we have a jobs program. Yeah? And then the jobs program, what that's about is understanding you as a young person, your skills, your needs, and being able to connect you with an opportunity.
NYDA is a job placement program where we assist young persons who are actively seeking employment on the job market. We assist them with life skills training, thereafter job preparedness training, and then we take their CVs, load them on our jobs database, and assist them by linking them to potential employers.
This newly opened office is part of the NYDA expansion plan to take the offices and services of NYDA to where young people are found. This office and the one in the Klein Karoo were recently opened so that we can access the services of NYDA. These offices are part of the more than 50 offices that were opened so that services are accessible to all young people.
So it's really a part of our vision to be present in at least every district municipality in the country, to create a center that sparks so many different things in a community.
NYDA Newcastle Branch is a fairly new branch. It was launched in October 2018, and as a result, we have a shortage of grant applicants. As you may know, the presidency launched the 1,000 Entrepreneurs in 100 Days, and we are actively looking for young persons to give grant funding to. So we are urging all the young persons around our branch to come through to apply for the grant funding.
I think our parents, it's a bit difficult for them to understand what to do. So you get a lot of students who doesn't have support from home. You might have 100 students, but only 40 that are able to pay their fees. But as a person as well, especially in a business where it's something that hits inside, because it's something that you always wanted to do yourself. So now you want to help everyone. So you'll have a lot of students that are not able to pay. And yeah, that's where you go out to look for help. And NYDA came in. We've got instruments today. We've got students that we are able to assist that do not afford to pay their fees, simply because of we got help as well from NYDA. So I did my research. I knew if I need a funding or instruments and all that, where do I need to go? Then that's how I found out about NYDA. There are our students that want to go into business. Remember others, they come here because they want to do acting, I want to be a singer, a choreographer and all that. But also they realize within the period of training that actually, no, I want to do a business in the arts. Then that's where we send them to NYDA to get more information on how to go about it.
The Solomon Mashangu Scholarship is a program which assists young people who would want to pursue their careers in institutions of higher learning.
In March of 2016, I got an email from NYDA telling me that I got the scholarship. After I received that email, I was so relieved and thankful because I knew that my funding was covered. All I had to worry about was just my studies.
What it covers is the fees, is accommodation, and also the books.
Just really thankful to them because one day I would say, here I am as a chartered accountant, and then NYDA was just part of the journey. So I'm very thankful to them.
What we want to encourage is a culture of volunteerism, because once we make you a volunteer, you stay that way for life. You offer service to your community and your country. And I think if we talk about the young people that we've helped, I mean, we've seen so many young people come through youth service programs who've really kept that culture of volunteerism. Yeah? The research again seems to suggest that volunteering gives you an access to a network that you wouldn't have in any other way, you know, and that network propels you to other opportunities in your life. And that's really the success stories we see coming out of our beneficiaries on youth service programs.
The National Youth Service is there to encourage young people to participate in the development of their communities for free. It encourages volunteerism. It is also there to help young people to acquire technical skills like in carpentry or plumbing, so they can use those skills to start their own businesses or to look for jobs.
The mentorship program, it's a program whereby we're assisting the beneficiaries, that will be the entrepreneurs that has applied at NYDA, with the support from the mentors. So we'll have a young person that will come through or identified by the officers when they struggle in their business. We've got two ways to be involved in the mentorship program. You can be involved as a mentor. Either you're a postgrad or you've been in business for some time, and you'll come and volunteer your services. We have the one-on-one mentorship programs where they'll be between a mentor and a mentee. They'll have sessions, and we have then the group mentorship program. So young people need to give time to be assisted. They need to walk the walk. You've got a confidante that's volunteering their time to support you in that regard. Then work with them to be able to assist you and be able to have your business sustainable and the growth in your business as well.
I found out about NYDA at the age of 16. At that moment, I was still about too young to apply for the funding. But then after a few years, I came back to NYDA and I applied for the funding and got funded to the value of 50,000 Rand. And we used that money for the business to order ourselves some cubes, stock, and materials for the business. And NYDA has assisted us with a financial voucher, which they assist us in doing our bookkeeping for the business as well. And today the Cubing Hub trains students of all ages how to solve the Rubik's Cube. And we started a sport called speed cubing, where we train kids how to solve this Rubik's Cube and use this tool to train and to motivate and to inspire kids that they themselves have greatness within them.
We've got a lady by the name of Mita Molete. She's one of our own, part of the staff complement. She was just using the normal wheelchair, because she's a person with disability. Now what happened, we approached the fund to say, can you assist, this young person to really at least gain that particular mobility? And a proposal was made and they'll be able to fund her. So she's part of the staff. She's able then to move from point A to point B without any hassle. So that's how far we are going in terms of making sure there's also the demographics are covered in terms of the disability, the age and so on. So that's how we were able then to really, as a CDBM branch, proud of what we do.
I'd encourage a lot of young people to actually contact the NYDA about the market linkages, not just on funding alone. It will help you to expand your business. So it's a perfect opportunity and a perfect vehicle to actually achieve that growth and actually grow your business.
So I'd say for me, NYDA really helped my business a lot.
And NYDA has made it possible for us.
I am who I am today, and my business is blossoming because of NYDA today. To everyone who wants to start a business, please kindly visit NYDA. Trust me, they won't disappoint you.
It was also an organization which fights for the transformation of the youth sector, which ensures representativity of young people in corporate South Africa, in business South Africa, in service of South Africa. And I think that's really, that representation that the NYDA brings for young people is so important in our context and can only improve the quality of life for young people as we move into the future.
But without the help of the NYDA, we may find ourselves back at the beginning with nothing but an unfulfilled need. NYDA, our youth, our future.